New tonight, the auto industry is going all in on electric cars. There were a ton of commercials in last night's Super Bowl for battery-powered rides, and a lot of people are already figuring out how to live with one, and many, many more are coming. So we have some questions. What's it look like out there today for the owner of an electric vehicle? Are there enough charging stations in Wisconsin to reliably drive around this state all day? Let's find out. Whether you like it or not, a major change is coming.
The Silverado EV is packed with the latest technology.
Automakers from Detroit to Germany are planning for the end of the gasoline-powered car.
The all-new, all-electric, all-capable F-150 Lightning.
But there's one giant question hanging over all of this. Are we anywhere near ready? Can you take a road trip across Wisconsin in an EV without getting stuck? There's only one way to get those answers. We need to hit the road. To put Wisconsin's electric vehicle charging infrastructure to the test, we need an electric car, which is where this thing comes in. It's a Ford Mustang Mach-E, 100% electric, fully battery powered. Our test looks like this. Leave Milwaukee and head toward Madison, where we'll meet up with Chelsea Chandler from Clean Wisconsin. She's pushing for more electric charging across the state. From there, it's north to Stevens Point, where we'll talk with Matt Stover with the cool title, Director of Charging and Energy Storage at Ford. Then it's a straight line back home, 332 miles, 2 stops that would take about 6 hours in a car powered by gas. Well, let's call it 6 hours, 15 minutes after you make the mandatory stop. With 230 miles range, we should need to stop and charge up at least once, maybe twice because of the cold. Plenty of time to think about what the automakers are planning for the road ahead. Volkswagen wants to be 50% electric in the U.S. by 2030. GM is going further, aiming for an all-electric fleet by 2035. Honda, all-electric by 2040. Ford sees the need for some gas-electric hybrids, but plans to be carbon neutral by 2050. With that, we're in Madison. Time for a charge outside a Walmart while we talk to Chelsea Chandler. I didn't have a hard time finding charging here because, let's admit, this is Madison. And how do you get this to places like that where you can drive all over the state confidently?
Well, we definitely have a ways to go with building out electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The ideal is that we make it as convenient for you to charge your car as it is to refuel at the pump.
Right now, we are a long way off from that. In Wisconsin, there are only 458 public places to stop and plug in. Most are in the southern half of the state, a fact that should have served as a warning.
And we really need to prioritize the places that we're installing it. So there's, equity, and it's not just people that are living in the big cities that can access it.
While we talked to Chelsea, our Mach-E was filling up on what's called a DC fast charger, a quick way to top off a battery while on the move. So after the interview and running inside the Walmart right here, we have been plugged in for a little over 30 minutes and are up to 82% charge on this Ford Mustang Mach-E. It tells me that's 184 miles until the batteries are dead. That is more than enough than we need to get to our next stop, which is straight north out of Madison to Stevens Point. Lots of miles to think about what the state legislature is doing to get Wisconsin ready. Right now, there are 2 bills in the works dealing with electric cars. One makes it easier for private companies to build and then charge people for using charging stations. The other would spend money on dedicated car charging corridors so people could reliably get across the state. That includes places like UW Stevens Point, where the charging picture looks a lot different than it did in Madison. While we did find a charger in Stevens Point, we also found that not all chargers are created equal. This one happens to be really slow. It won't have us charged up to 80% until sometime tomorrow morning. That gave us plenty of time to dial up Matthew Stover from Ford.
From Ford's perspective, we wholeheartedly believe that we need to deploy more charging infrastructure. That said, there's a lot more chargers out there than you think.
Matt directed us to the Ford Pass app, which found a faster charging station about 10 minutes east of campus. He agreed. Local, state, and federal governments can do more to get ready for what's coming, including something as simple as signs.
You're not allowed to put on a federally funded highway sign the fact that EV charging exists at a particular spot. That needs to change.
With that said, it is back on the road. Our Mach-E is running on whatever the electric version of fumes is, in search of our last best hope to make it home. So we headed about 10 minutes out of town to this place that happens to have a 50 kilowatt charger. That's a lot faster than what we found in Stevens Point. It will have us up to 80% in about an hour. In reality, it took closer to 90 minutes. Time spent in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do but wait. Waiting for a future that's not quite here yet. So, what is our verdict? The charging infrastructure is just not there yet. Our 6-hour trip in a gas-powered car took us about 9 hours. We had to search for a better charging station, then we had to wait and wait and wait, Shannon, for the charger to do its thing.
But isn't there money coming in the infrastructure bill that Biden administration is talking about that could help this?
We are going to see tens of millions of dollars in Wisconsin come here to help with this, but our legislators in Madison need to work that out.
So they've got to buy into.
They need to figure out what they're going to do with all this money to make this happen.
Or just get stuck somewhere in Stevens Point.
Or I'll
for
get
2
stuck in
hours.
Stevens Point again, right?
All right, thanks, Steve.